Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. tmosso@thewatchbox.com is your internet concierge for questioning the price of this or any other watch. We can also supply photos and additional accessories included. Reach out to me at tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing the Cartier Calibre de Cartier Diver DLC, a model that came out in 2015. The watch is an evolution of 2014's Calibre de Cartier Diver, and mechanically it is identical to 2010's Calibre de Cartier. The watch is 42 millimeters in diameter in DLC-coated stainless steel. It measures a reasonable 11.1 millimeters thick, and from lug tip to lug tip it is 48.7 millimeters with a tweener 23.5 millimeter strap width. Now, taking a look on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, you can see it wears well. It's suitable for a wrist as small as 14 centimeters in circumference, and it sits low. It is remarkably thin. The watch also has a little bit of a camber or curve to it, like a tonneau case might, because of the way the lugs pull straight down. And you'll have no trouble fitting it underneath the dress cuff because it is so flat. It's nowhere near the edge of my wrist. Taking a look at the strap, it's a nice piece. Here on the top, we have these diamond hobnails molded in. It's all of matte finish. It is quite thick and supple. You can see on the underside, this is a brand new Cartier factory strap. No crimping, no gouging. DLC steel case with DLC steel buckle, and you can see it actually has an elevated bridge. So what that means is that when you put the strap inside the buckle, instead of sitting on top of the strap, the buckle actually sits around the strap, preventing it from stacking up thick when it's on the wrist. DLC is one of several materials that can be PVD deposited onto a case. So PVD, physical vapor deposition, is the process. Diamond-like carbon is the material. And diamond-like carbon is the most scratch-resistant material that can be PVD'd. Not all black coatings are the same. Now you can see here, the watch is mostly survived the years with absolutely no marks whatsoever. The only exception would be right at the tip of the lug at 1 o'clock on the case. You can see the other lugs are in very good condition. They're all in good condition, but I want full disclosure. I want you to know what you're getting. The case features lug profiles that are broken out from the mid case and then dramatically sculpted down. It even has a little bit of a hairline polished bevel on the shoulder of each lug, so there's a good deal of nuance here. You could see polished screws and bars hold the strap to the case, and there's no daylight visible between strap and case. You can see best from underneath. There's a recess in the case that allows the strap to be sunken into the case, and it has no restriction on its range of motion, but it looks fully integrated, which is a really sharp premium appearance. We have here crown guards with a combination of polish and satin black for subtle contrast, and a polished steel crown with a cabochon cut spindle within it. The crown guards are actually held on by screws, so if they do get gouged, they can be removed during service. The bezel features a nice sharp knurling outboard that's easy to grip even if your hands are sweaty or wet. And the glide of this bezel is a match for the industry standard set by Rolex. It really is phenomenal in its combination of sharp detent and silky refinement. It is a 120 click bezel too. This is an ISO 6425 diver, so it's the real thing. It doesn't just look the business, it is the business. Line up that index with the minute hand, and now you've got a impromptu 0 to 60 minute count-up timer. I actually find this preferable to a chronograph because it's easier to read and you don't have the downstream maintenance costs. The bezel has a little bit of a concave profile, or at least it's dished. It slopes from the outside in towards the crystal, and it too is amorphous diamond-like carbon, so ADLC, a very hard material. It's not ceramic, but then again, it can't fracture or chip the way ceramic can. The dial features a center disc, a sunken track for the hours that actually has a concentric pattern along it. The watch includes a polished chaptering around its sub-register for constant seconds, and then we have broadsword hands in black for the hours and the minutes. Let's do a quick loom shot here. As you can see, the dial is well loomed, including the bezel index, and the full constant seconds track is loomed so you can read it easily at night. The watch is 300 meters water resistant, which true isn't 1,000 feet, not exactly, but we're going to press the I believe button here. We have a triple date, and the idea here is that with the triple date, if the minute hand is blocking your view, so if you can't see the current date, you can see the succeeding and the preceding date, you will know what the date is. There's also a polished track around around it, which looks upscale. The watch has hacking or stop seconds. The watch also includes a quick set date mechanism, so you have the ability to rapidly set the date should you wish to do so. The watch is powered by a MC1904 Petit Second, which is a manufacturer automatic movement introduced on 2010's Calibre de Cartier. The movement is a drop-in replacement for the ETA 2892A2, so it's thin, it's fine, it's tough, it's reliable. It's automatic winding with a 48-hour power reserve, stop seconds, a quick set date. It has an 8 beat per second rate, so 4 hertz, and it features twin mainspring barrels, which is a little bit unusual, but it's designed to make the torque release over the 48 hours more even, so it doesn't have a huge surge of torque at the beginning or a dropout after 24 hours. So the 2 barrels give it a nice even torque release for better chronometry. All that, it pivots on 27 pivot jewels, and it is a Cartier caliber. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.